In this video, you'll learn how to stain your deck with an airless paint sprayer. This is a great way to cover your deck quickly and efficiently. The tools and supplies that you'll need is you'll want to get a Graco sprayer. We're using the Graco TC Pro. There are 3 versions that you can use, but that's the middle version and it works really well. You also want some cardboard, a pressure washer or soapy water to wash your deck off first, or pressure wash your deck first before you stain it. You'll need your stain or paint if you're doing deck paint. We have stain. You'll want some painter's tape and some coverings to cover up either plastic or paper to cover up the area that you need to cover. So the first thing you want to do is go ahead and pressure wash your whole deck. For this video, we're showcasing staining a portion of a deck. We just built up this grill deck area, and you can take a look at the video over here on how we built it if you want to learn how to build your own grill deck. And then the next, you just want to do some prep work. So you want to make sure that you get the cardboard or the paper coverings to cover the area so unwanted paint doesn't get on your bushes or your side of your house or anything like that. So take some extra time to prep up your area first. And then once you do that, you want to get everything ready on your Graco sprayer. The actual setup is really easy. Once you have all the prep work done, then we can set everything up with our Graco spray painter. So we have the stain out. This is the stain that we used a year ago on our deck. And you can use the strainer. They suggest straining out the paint, but we didn't have any clumps or anything. So we simply poured it into the actual container and connected everything together. Then we put in our battery and we did one final brush off. This was the next day after we just pressure washed everything. You'll want to make sure that your deck is nice and dry, and in the Florida sun, our deck is nice and ready for it. And then just go through and you're ready to spray paint. You want to keep a nice and even angle along the deck. And you see, as we're leaning over and doing this, there's actually an extension that you can use if you have a much larger deck that you're doing. But for this small area, just to showcase how it works, we simply were leaning over to spray this whole deck out. You want to do an even spacing, and as you're spraying, you want to make sure that you're doing about a 50% coverage as you're going from one board to the next. So you're getting a good, nice, even coverage there. Overall, the Graco sprayer was super easy to use. It actually took longer to clean the Graco sprayer than it did to spray this grill deck. Now, this deck area is about a 4x5 area, so it's only about 20 square feet. We think that this would probably work really well for any deck size of a 10x10 would do really well with this, even maybe a 15x15, simply because the capacity to hold the paint, you would have to probably change it out a couple of times, which isn't a big deal because the speed of which it takes to spray paint the deck with the stain really goes really fast. And then cleaning it out was really easy. Simply find an area and clean it out. You can either dispose of the containers or you can clean them out and use them again. But you'll want to empty it out and add more water to spray it until it is coming out nice and clear as far as the cleaning up process. So the difference with this and the rest of the deck is we actually rolled on the stain on the rest of the deck, and we really liked the way that this looked. It's just a much finer and even application once you put the stain on, whereas with the roller, you can see sometimes the roller marks and you have to do a little bit of backfill or a little bit of touch up with that. And with this, it was just really nice and easy. So in a couple of years, we will probably use this for our restaining of our deck, and we'll see how that goes as well. Let us know in the comments below, are you staining your deck this weekend? And thanks for watching.